Hi, welcome to Chamber Yoga. My name is Amy. Today's practice is going to be ideal if you're feeling a little bit anxious, maybe you feel a little bit on edge, a little bit unsettled. Definitely if you're feeling a little bit restless, this practice is going to be ideal just to hopefully help you get out of your head a little bit. We're going to begin today's practice in mountain pose, so standing. So bringing both feet about hip distance apart. Arms alongside your body, palms facing forward. Close down your eyes. And just take these first few moments of practice just to land. Just to settle. Allowing your head to come over your chest and then your chest over your pelvis. And then just allowing your breath to come as it is. Just noticing whether maybe your breath is feeling a little unsettled and hurried too. You don't need to change it, just notice how it is. When we're feeling a bit unsettled, the last thing we want to be doing is coming to stillness, but actually this is sometimes what your body and your mind is craving. So I know it's hard, but just seeing if you can stay here in mountain pose just for a little bit longer. Allowing your shoulders to melt away from your ears. Keeping even weight in both your feet. Lovely. Take a full breath in through your nose. And a full breath out. Again, inhale in. Exhale out. Good. Bring your hands to your belly. Take one last full breath in. Feel your belly expand and then let it out. Just stand here just for a few moments more. Keeping that attention on the rhythm of your breath. Lovely, either keeping your eyes closed or your gaze nice and soft. Release your arms down by your side. And then as you breathe in, take them up overhead. Bring your fingertips to touch lightly. And then as you exhale, release them back down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale down. Last time, reach through your fingertips, take up space. And then exhale back down. Good. Raise your arms up. Reach through your fingertips. Keep your gaze forward. And then take hold of your left wrist with your right hand. And then we're going to gently lean over to the right. Feeling a gentle stretch down the left-hand side of your body. Good. Take a breath in. As you exhale, come back to center and we're going to switch. So take hold of your right wrist with your left hand. Gently lean over towards the left. Inhale. Exhale, come back up. And then release your arms down by your side. Okay, come to the top of the mat if you are not there already. On your next breath in, raise your arms out and up. As you exhale, hinge forward from your waist, coming all the way down to a forward fold. If you need to take a deep bend in your knees, please do so. On your breath in, bring your palms to your shins or your thighs, flattening your back, coming to a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Deep breath in, swing your arms all the way out and up. And then exhale back down to mountain, arms down by your sides. Lovely, another round like that. Inhale, spread your fingertips out and up, taking up space. Exhale to fold forward. Take your time here, moving with your breath. Inhale for halfway lift, shoulders away from your ears, gaze down. Exhale, fold. Big, deep inhale. Come all the way out and up. Fingertips touch. Exhale, back down to mountain. Lovely, just taking a moment here in mountain. Deep breath in, arms out and up. Exhale, fold. In your forward fold now, just let your neck and your head be heavy, let your arms be heavy. Take a deep bend in your knees so that your belly is almost laying on top of your thighs. An option just to let everything hang here or grab opposite elbows and gently swing from side to side. And then when you're ready, release your hands down onto the mat. And you're going to step one foot back and then the other, coming into downward facing dog. So taking a moment to pedal out your dog, dropping one knee towards the ground and the other, swinging out your hips, spread your fingertips wide on the mat. And then when you've finished with your movement, slowly drop your knees and we're coming into tabletop. Wrists under shoulders. Knees under hips. Take your time to set up here. Draw your navel in. Tuck your chin ever so slightly, just to keep this pose active. Lovely. Inhale, drop your belly. Lift your chest and your chin, coming into cow pose. As you exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin, coming into cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. So keep moving now with your own breath, your own rhythm. Inhaling to cow. And then exhaling to cat. Seeing if you can slow it all down. And that's all you're having to think about at this moment. Just inhaling and exhaling with your breath. And then come back to tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, come to downward facing dog. Taking any movement you need here, pedaling it out. And then let's just come to stillness in downward facing dog. Draw your belly towards your thighs, tuck your lower ribs in. Spread through your fingertips. Really gripping here, taking the weight out of your wrists. Taking a deep breath in. And a full breath out. Lovely. Step your right foot between your hands now. Take your time with this. If you need to do this in stages or use your hands, please do so. And then step your left foot in, just a fraction, and just turn it out at a slight angle. Either moving it closer to you or further away. We're going to come up into warrior one. So keep this right knee over your right ankle. You can either sweep your arms up, coming all the way up to Warrior One, or option to bring your hands in front of your heart in prayer. Keep your tailbone tucked, gazing in front of you. Keep breathing. There is the most enormous hailstorm happening outside. That's why I'm slightly distracted. Okay, focus. Good. Keep breathing here in Warrior One. Keeping that right knee over towards your right little toe. Good. Last breath in. As you exhale, release your hands, frame your right foot, and we're going to step back to downward facing dog. And then other side, so stepping your left foot up this time. Stepping your right foot forward a fraction, turning it out at an angle, and then bringing your hands to your chest or sweeping your arms up, coming into Warrior One on the other side. So see if you can keep your hips square to the front of the mat, which is super tricky in this pose. Left knee over left ankle, gazing forward. If your arms are reaching up, keep reaching up actively. Imagine you've got this beach ball in your hands, feeling a little bit of fizzy energy in your fingers. Tailbone tucked, navel drawing in, keeping your breath steady. Good. Deep breath in. As you exhale, release your hands down to the ground. Step your left foot back, downward facing dog. Taking a few breaths here in downward facing dog. Good. And then we're going to step our right foot up. Actually, let's do left foot first so I can see you. So step your left foot up, and then you're going to turn on your right foot and place your right foot down on the ground, toes slightly tucked in again, just like we were in Warrior One. And then you're going to windmill your arms all the way up, bring them up at shoulder height, looking over your left middle finger, coming into Warrior Two. So again, this left knee is going to want to come in, so keep it facing over towards your left little toe. We like to scrunch our shoulders up to our ears quite often in this pose, so allow your shoulders to melt down your back. This is a strong pose, so adjust it as you feel necessary. So it should feel challenging, but not too difficult. Keep your breath steady. Good. Flip your left palm. Inhale to reach forwards, and then as you exhale, raise your left arm up, bring your right hand behind you, and tip your torso back, gazing forwards or up, coming into peaceful warrior. Again, just slowing everything down, keeping your breath steady. Good. Rock yourself back forwards to Warrior Two. And then windmill your arms back down to frame your left foot. Swivel on your right toes, step your left foot back, downward facing dog. Good, other side. So stepping your right foot up in between your hands. Go steady. Step your left, turn on your left toes and place your left foot down, keeping your toes slightly tucked in. Windmill your arms up, shoulder height, Warrior Two. Bend in that right knee. And again, you can make some minor adjustments here. You can shorten your stance, widen your stance. If you widen it, it can just help you sink a little bit lower. Still keeping this mountain pose stature, so keeping your head over your chest, chest over your pelvis. And I know it's so hard to come to stillness. Just seeing if you can stay here in Warrior Two just for a fraction longer maybe than you would normally. And it's staying in these challenging poses that test us, but also ground us in the moment. Flip your right palm. Inhale, reach forwards. Exhale, raise your right arm up, left hand behind you, tip your torso back, peaceful warrior. Come back to warrior two. And then windmill your arms back down. Frame your right foot. Swivel on your left toes, step your right foot back, downward facing dog. Taking any movement you feel you need to do here. And then when you're ready, come to stillness in our last downward dog of the practice. Seeing if you can lift your tailbone up, taking a really deep bend in your knees here. Your legs do not need to be straight. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then slowly drop your knees to the mat. And then there's two options here. You can bring your thighs and your calves and your feet together. Sink your hips back. Forehead to the mat, arms facing behind you. So your hands are by your feet, coming into Balasana, child's pose. Or if you would rather, you can come into extended child's pose, so big toes to touch. Knees as wide as the mat, sink your hips back, arms forward, forehead to the ground. And just take a few breaths here in your own private little cave. Just relishing the stillness. So just stay here for a few moments longer. So just stay here for a few moments longer. You know, when you're feeling restless and agitated, it's very hard to sit still. And coming to stillness can feel like the absolute last thing that you want to do. Just by taking some slow, controlled movement, moving with your breath, it can just give you back a little bit of control. When you're anxious, everything can just feel a little bit out of your control. So by doing this, you're taking control. Just take one final round of breath in child's pose, wherever you are. And then when you're ready, slowly, slowly push yourself back up. And then you're going to come to lay on your front. To take your time getting there. When you get there, make a little pillow with your hands and just rest your forehead. Inhale, lift your head and your chin and your chest ever so slightly. And then as you exhale, turn your head to the right and just rest your right ear on your hands. Inhale to lift your head. Exhale, bring it back to center. And then inhale, lift your head, chest. Exhale, turn your head to the left, resting your left ear on your hands. Inhale to lift, exhale, rest your forehead. And then inhale to lift. You're going to bring your hands back underneath your shoulders, tuck your elbows in and just slowly push yourself back up onto your knees. And then you're going to come to lay on your back. So you can just roll over if you like, rather than sitting up. I'm a bit funny, I like to lay a certain way on my mat, so I've just spun myself round. And then when you get there, hug your knees into your chest. Take some rocking motions from side to side. Then let your feet fall to the earth. Shift your hips over towards the right and then let your knees fall to the left. Arms out at shoulder height along the ground. Gazing up or turn your head to look towards the right. Bring your head back to center, followed by your knees. And then shift your hips over to the left, knees fall to the right. Gaze up or turn to look to the left. Bring your knees back to center, followed by your head. Just square your hips on the mat. Bring your knees in for one final hug. Then let your legs go long on the mat. Arms alongside your body, palms facing up. Take a deep breath in. Notice anywhere that's still feeling a bit tight, a bit tense. And then as you exhale, seeing if you can let it go. Allow your breath to come as it is. Allow all the muscles in your body to completely relax. Allow the weight of the earth to support you here. You've not got anywhere to be just for the next few moments. See if you can just be here on your mat, resting in Savasana. I actively encourage you to stay in Savasana for as long as you can. So if you can stay here a bit longer, please do so. If you need to end your practice here, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Gently turn yourself onto one side, keeping your eyes closed. Bringing yourself into a fetal position. And then using your hands on the earth, slowly push yourself up into a seated position, whatever that looks like for you. Bring your hands together in front of your heart and close down your eyes. I want to thank you for taking the time for yourself today, coming to do this practice, which is not easy if you are feeling not well, not yourself. If you're feeling on edge, sometimes the last thing you want to do is an exercise class of any sort, let alone some yoga where we quite often have to turn inwards and it can get a bit uncomfortable. So really well done. Remembering that these practices are always here for you whenever you need them. Let's take one final round of breath together, taking a deep inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Bow your head to your heart. I thank you so much for coming to practice with me, and hopefully I will see you again very soon on your mat. Namaste.